Hello, children. Yes, hello, everyone. How are you doing? Yes, great. All right, I am also doing great. And it's so nice to see all of you here. Yes? All right, so welcome to Yellow Class. Yes, we are all here to have fun, isn't it? Yes? All right. Okay, so how many of you are fully energetic? Yes, and willing to have fun and learning, right? All right, so you can give a thumbs up if you are ready. You can give a heart also, shoot a rocket, whatever you want to do. Yes? Yes, so show your enthusiasm, how much you are excited for the session today. Okay, quite lot of kids are excited. That's great thing. And do you know what we are going to learn today? Yes? Hmm. So see, some of the preparation actually we can do while going to attend any session if we know what we are going to do about it, right. So for example, if your parent take you to a music class, so you know, yes, what you are going to do in that class. It was not a almost uh, a certain surprise for you. Yes. Okay, so on the similar lines, what we are going to do today is we are going to learn a little bit more about the time. Yes. Okay. So I think some of you might be knowing how to read the time, right? So we will understand more details about it in a way that how we can read the time in the word forms. Okay. So for example, usually we say, okay, it's 10:20 or it's 6 o'clock, it's 6:15, let's go there, or it's 8:30, let's have a dinner, right? But there are other ways also of saying it. For example, if I have to say that it is 8:30, I can say it as half past 8. Okay. Or maybe if it's 8:20, I can say that it's 20 minutes past 8. All right. So these are like word in the words. How can I express? And there are many occasions also in which you might come across such statements. So we should be able to understand it, isn't it? For example, it says 8 minutes to 8. What does it mean? Sounds a little bit tough, isn't it? Who is going to decode that time? Seems like a big coding problem. What is 8 minutes to 8, right? But it is not that tough, children. Yes, it's very easy once we understand the basic concept of it. All right? Okay. So we will now, so this is the one thing that we are going to learn. And the second thing would be about the 24-hour clock. Yes. Okay. So we are going to see that where it is being used, where all areas in the daily routine. And that's how we will understand that that's why it's important for us to know that. Yes, it's very much essential for us to know that. Okay. All right. Yes, so all of you are now ready to see how we are going to learn that how we can read the time. Okay, so it's called digital format also. So for example, yes, there are some digital clocks also, right? So it's like simple in the number format, right? So for example, I say if it's 10:20, so I will write 10, 1, 0, 10, two dots, and I write 20, right? Okay, so that is the digital format. And the word format is what I told you, like in the form of the words. Like if I have to say 10:40, okay, so I can say it as 40 minutes past 10, or I can say it as 20 minutes to 11. All right. It sounds a little bit confusing, I know, but once we understand the concept, it's very easy. Okay, because that we can apply for any yes, for the entire clock. It's easy to put it. All right. So now let me share the screen with you so that all of us can understand it in a much better way. All right. So see here, this is how the work clock is. Okay, so very quick, everybody can tell me how many numbers are written on the clock, on the face of the clock. Yes, it's 12 only. Absolutely right. So 1 to 12 we are having. Great. Now, so okay, tell me which is an hour hand, the long one or the short one? Yes, the short one is the hour hand and the longer hand is the minute hand. And here in this picture, which I'm showing you right here, this red one, it is a second needle, right? And this shorter one, this is an hour hand and this is a minute, right? Okay, so can you tell me what all these numbers represent on the face of the clock? Yes, so these numbers, yes, they represent the hour. So when the hour needle, if the hour needle moves from like if it's at 4 currently and it moves to 5, that means the 1 hour has passed, right? Okay. And whereas if the minute hand moves from one number to another, for example, we take same example, and the minute hand, if it moves from 4 to 5, that means only 5 minutes have passed. Okay, yes, so that matters a lot. You have to see which needle you are looking at. And always, while saying the time, we always say first the hour, right? So I will always look at the shorter hand first, the short hand of the minute first, so that I can read that hour, right? So can anybody, okay, so uh, fine. So the next thing is come at when our minute needle is at 12, it is called 12, whatever the hour hand is at, it's called that o'clock. So for example, if my hour needle is here at 4, correct? Minute needle comes at 12, so that means 4 o'clock. Okay, okay, so let's draw it here, what I'm saying, so that it will be clear. Right. So if it's 3, so if my hour is at 3, hour hand is at 3, minute hand is at 12, this is called 3 o'clock. Right. Everybody knows maybe. Right. So now see, when the minute hand, now we are talking all these positions, which all these letters, words, which you are seeing around it, these all refer to the positions what my minute hand is doing. Okay, so when my minute hand will come at 1, it's called 5 past that hour. Okay, and one good way of understanding this is our clock, we are basically dividing into two halves. Okay, so whenever the minute needle is moving in this half, the right half, we use past word, and for all the times which it is going from 6 to 12, it says 2. Okay, so why? There is a reason also for this, children. See, when the minute hand is at 12, that is basically the start of that hour. Okay, so for example, if my minute hand comes at 12 here, then this is 4 o'clock. Okay, now after 4 o'clock, the moment the minute needle will keep on moving, the minutes also will keep on passing. Okay, so this is 0 hour. When it is as 12, it is 0 hour. If it moves one notch from here, it is passing 1 minute. Then this is 2 minutes, 3 minutes, 4 minutes, and 5 minutes. So that's how when it reach at number one, the minute hand has traveled 5 minutes. Okay, so it is 4 hours and 5 minutes, or I can say it's 5 past 4. Simple. So when it will come at 2, it will be it's 10 minutes, right? 5 minutes here from 12 to 1, and another 5 minutes here, right? So it is total 10 minutes. So that's how it says 10 minutes past 4. Okay, now for the 3 and for the 9 position, we say quarter past or quarter to. For 4, it is 20. So basically, children, it's the table of 5 which is going around it. Okay, 5 ones are 5, 5 twos are 10, 5 threes are 15, 5 fours are 20, 5 fives are 25, 5 six are 30, because each gap between the two numbers represent 5 minutes for a minute hand. For an hour hand, it represents a hour. Okay. So similarly, that's what I told you. If it is 10:40, if the time is 10:40, so there are two ways. Okay, this is 10:40, so I can say it as, I will write it as 10:40. I can also say it as 40 minutes past 10. Okay, that means after 10 o'clock, 40 minutes have passed, which is true, right? And now, because in an 1 hour, there are 60 minutes, right? So 60 minus 40 gives me 20. So that means still 20 minutes are remaining for 11 o'clock to happen, right? So here we are using subtraction and we say that 20 minutes to 11. Yes, for 11 o'clock to that time to start, there are still 20 minutes remaining, right? So that's why on the left side, we are using subtraction and we say 2, okay? And on the right side of the half of the clock, we say past, all right? Okay, so now let's read some time from the clock. Okay, so let's read this. What is the time which is shown in the clock here? Yes, so first we can do it in the digital format, which is very, very easy. The hour hand is at 10, correct? And the minute hand is at 2. So what the 2 represents? How many minutes it represents? Yes, so it is, you have to multiply that number with the 5. Okay, so 2 multiply 5 is 10. So it represents 10 minutes. Minute hand represents 10 minutes. So that means 10, 10. Okay, or in the word format, I will say 10 minutes past 10. All right, okay, the next one, everybody, do it fast. First, read the R hand. It is at 2. Yes. And children, one more thing. Whenever the R hand, it keeps on moving slowly, slowly between the two numbers. Okay. So if the R hand is between 2 and 3, like here also it is between 2 and 3, we always take the smaller number. Okay. So here we'll read that 2 hours and for 4 it will be 20 minutes. Yes. So 2 hours and 20 minutes. 2:20 is the time, or we can say 20 minutes past 2. Yes. All right. What about this one? Yes, for 3 and 9, do you remember what was the name? It was a quarter. Yes. So quarter, it has come if I have a circle or if I have a pizza and I cut it into 4 equal pieces and one piece here represents a quarter. Okay. So that is why it is a quarter. So this is 4:45 or it is quarter to 5. Yes, a quarter to 5 or 4:45. Yes, still 15 minutes are remaining for 5 o'clock to happen, right? So that's why we say a quarter to 5. All right. So here, quarter is basically 15 minutes and we are basically subtracting 45 minutes from the 60 and that's how we get 15 here. All right. Okay. Now this one. So there are a lot of questions on this. We will do it quickly. All right. So see, here 12 o'clock will happen. So how many minutes are left for 12 o'clock to happen? 15 minutes are left, right? So that means it's 11:45 or we'll say quarter to 12. Yes. 15 minutes to 12 or quarter to 12. Yes. All right. What about this one? Yes. So here the our hand is between 11 and 12. So which number you are going to take? 11 or 12? The smaller number means 11. So R is 11 and minutes is 6. Minute is at 6. 6 means? Yes, 30. Half of 60, which is 30. So it's 11:30 time. Now how will say in the word form? Yes, it's written half an hour past 11. Good. Okay. All right. So this way you can also say the step. Do it step by step and this way it will be very, very easy. All right. Okay, good. So quickly write this in the chat box. Write in the word, write in the digital format. Yeah. What is this time? So in option 1, there is some hint also given. 15 minutes past. Yes, 3. Yes. So in the digital format, it will be 3:15. Good. Very good. Great job. Okay. So now this one. All right. So I'll write the numbers for you here on the clock. Okay, now read it. Yes, we always begin with R hand. Good. So the R hand is between 7 and 8. So we are going to take the smaller number. Yes. So we'll take 7 and say, see, it's written 20 minutes past. Which hour? 20 minutes past 7 o'clock. Yes. And the time would be 7:20. All right. Let's go to the next one. Yes, this is a little bit tricky. It says dash minutes to 11. Means 11 o'clock will happen and there's still some minutes left. So how many minutes are left? Can you tell me? Yes? All right, some answers are coming in. That's great. Yes, how many minutes are left? See, we can do like this also on the clock. Between 10 and 11, this is 5 minutes. And between 11 and 12, also 5 minutes. So 5 plus 5, 10 minutes. So 10 minutes are left to 11. So here, that means it's 10 answer. Now in the digital format, what you're going to write? Are you going to write this? No. Will you write this? No. See, usually in our previous questions, something like this only happens, right? Whatever we are writing in the word format, the same numbers are coming, but not always. Yes, because here 11 o'clock will happen. So definitely this can't be there. Okay, then 10 hour and 11 minutes also is not there. So what it is? It is basically children 10 minutes to 12. Okay. So how many minutes have passed? That we have to see. Yes. See. So from 12 to this number 10, how many minutes have passed? If I multiply 10 with the 5, it will give me 50. That means 50 minutes have passed after 10 o'clock. Right? So the time would be 10:50. Yes, it will be 10:50. Okay. All right. Okay, so now this is quite easy. It says dash minutes past 4. How many minutes have passed? So almost reverse of what we have done on the left side, right? Yes, how many minutes have passed after 4 o'clock? Yes, so again we can do like this, 5 minutes and 5 minutes here. So 10 minutes have passed, right? And what will be the time? Now for this we can write it is 4:10. Yes, 4 hour and 10 minutes. Okay, one more on this. Dash minutes past 2. Easy. 10 minutes, like this similar question like we have done before, and 2:10 is the time. Great, very good. Okay, let's take this one. Yes, this says the time is 25 minutes to. Yes, see. So, if any number after 6 is coming, so for this left half we use 2. That means 25 minutes are still remaining for. Now, what time will happen? Okay, let's read this time in digital format first. Okay, so between 10 and 11, our hand is there. I'll take the smaller number 10. Okay, and minute hand is at 7. Means 7 multiply 5. What it is? 35. So it is 10:35. Correct? So now, after 10:35, what time will happen? Yes, after 10:35, if I say what hour will come, this is 10th hour is going on, so then 11 o'clock will happen. Yes, so how many minutes are remaining? 25 minutes are remaining. How we are getting 25 minutes? I'm subtracting 35 from 60. Okay, that's how I get 25 minutes are remaining, because 35 have passed and only 25 are remaining. Okay, from here 7 to 12. So 25 minutes to 11 and the time is 10:35. Okay, all right. Okay, so now some more questions on express the time in digital format. So now it's the reverse of this. In the previous section, we saw the clock, the time on the clock, and we try to write it in the form of the digital format or in the word format. Okay, now in this one, the time is given in the word format. Okay, and we have to, yes, we have to write that in the digital format. Let's see. Okay, so this is going to be interesting. Mary arrived at the cinema at 6 to 11 in 6 minutes to 11 in the morning. What time did Mary arrive at the cinema? Write the time in the digital format. Yes. So she arrived at 6 minutes to 11. Okay. So it is, I will write like this so that it's easy for you to understand. 6 minutes to 11. So 6 minutes are remaining for 11 to happen, right? So in this, we will subtract 6 from 60 to find out how many minutes have passed, right? So 54 minutes have passed. Okay, so now 11 has not happened. So what was an hour before that? 10 o'clock, right? So 10 o'clock, 10 hour and 54 minutes, right? Okay? Yes. All right. So let's do one more. Okay, if it's okay, let's see it again one by one. Let's read the question first. Okay. Sam will reach his school 20 minutes before the scheduled time. If his school start at 7 a.m., then at what time he reached the school? Okay. So it says that Sam actually he reached his school 20 minutes before the scheduled time. Okay. So maybe sorry. So if I'll just show you like this, it's 7 a.m. Okay, this is the time at which his school starts, but he reached 20 minutes before. Okay, so what time actually he reached? Okay, so we have to find out what will be the time 20 minutes before 7 o'clock. So if we will try to represent it in the clock format, okay, this is 7 o'clock is the time, but he reached 20 minutes before. So if we go 20 minutes back, so what will be? This is 5, 10, 15, 20. Yes. So we have to subtract 20. So it will be 6, 40. See, it will be at 6:40, right? Okay. See, this is a 20 minutes now. 5 here, 5 here, 5 and 5. So we reached at 8. So that means he reached at 6:40 to his school. Okay, 20 minutes before his school scheduled time. Yes, interesting. Okay, so one more on this. Okay, so let's everybody, yes, 20 minutes to 7. All right, this even I told you in the beginning of the session also. So let's see what it is. Darius wants to book tickets for his favorite music concert. He decided to log in on his laptop and book the tickets in the evening at 8 minutes to 8. What time is he referring to? What is 8 minutes to 8? Yes, so try to do it yourself. I'll give you some time. So first of all, try to read all the words. It says 8 minutes to 8. Okay, to 8. What it means? That there are still 8 minutes remaining for 8 o'clock to happen. Yes. Okay. So 8 o'clock has not happened, just 8 minutes before that. So what will be the time? Okay. Yes. Good try. A lot of you are giving the answers. That's nice. So we'll subtract 8 minutes from 60. 10 minus 8, 2, and this is 52 minutes. Okay, that means 52 minutes have passed. So what was this is now this part we have done, minutes part. Okay, so 52 minutes have passed, and for what hour? 7 hour. Okay, so 7 hour and 52 minutes, right? Okay, right? So one by one we are doing, children, because see, for whenever we are writing in the digital format, we are writing the time, that what time has passed. Whereas in word format, we can also write using the words to, which means that time has not, that it will happen, right? Okay, so that's why the time is 7:52 at which he thought of booking the tickets. Okay, good job. Now this is the time for us to do our 24-hour clock. Yes. So, have you ever noticed where the 24-hour clock or the time you have seen, or you would have, or you have heard this term anywhere? See, on the clock, we are having only 12 numbers, right? But we are having 24 hours in a day. So, how is it possible? Yes, that means our hour hand is taking two circles, right? Two rounds in one day. One round, it covers the 12 hours, full 12 hours. Okay, one round when it will take. So one round, it will 12 hours, and again one round. Yes. And how do we, okay, then there are two rounds. How do we differentiate the time? Yes. So maybe 1 o'clock is happening two times. 3 o'clock is also coming two times. Yes. Every time is coming twice in a day. So how we are segregating that time? Morning, evening, correct? And what do we write for that? After that time, did you know that word? Yes, the letter that we write. Yes, we write AM for the morning. Yes, before the noon time. That means for the first circle, we write AM. And for the next circle, yes, for the next round of the hour, we write PM. Yes, so like for 12 afternoon, after that, every time, whatever it happens, like 12.01, for that also we are going to write PM. Yes, so that's how we divide that time into basically we are using same clock for representing the 24 hours. But in few fields or in actually daily life application, there are few industries in which this actually causes a lot of problem. Yes. Okay, so I'll tell you one incident that it has happened. I was having my flight tickets in my hand. Okay, so I read the time, right? And it says, let's say it says 5:30. Okay, it says 5:30. So I have not read it properly. What it's AM, PM. I went on the airport, and then I saw there's no such flight which is boarding at that time. Okay, and there was not that even number also. I could find anywhere that flight number which is flying at that particular time. So I consulted one of the person sitting there. So what they said that, see, your flight is going to come, it will happen basically in the evening. So you are arriving at 5:30 a.m., but your flight is scheduled at 5:30 p.m. How? Because, see, what how they have written the time? They have written the time in the form of hours. Yes. So it was written 17.30 or 17:30. Okay, 17:30 hours, which means 5:30 p.m. All right. So this is we are going to learn that how we can represent the time from yes, like we are in the clock, in our clock, which we have in our homes, we are doing from basically 1 to 12, but there is a 24-hour clock format in which the clock goes from 1 to 24. Yes, it goes from 1 to 24, right? So how we do it, in which are industries or which are fields this clock is being used, we are going to see it. All right. Okay. So for this, I'm going to share my slide with all of you, right? See, so this is our clock, and can you see some numbers written outside it? Yes, these are the numbers which are going to help us. So first of all, let's see where we are using it. We are using this 12-hour format, 24-hour format in railways, military, airlines, and TV stations also. Okay, because it is believed that this format cause less confusion. Yes, because in this we are not required to write AM and PM. The time itself tells us whether it is AM or PM. Okay, so no need to have any suffix, anything written at the end of that particular time. Okay, because without AM and PM in the 12-hour format, we can get really wrong, right? Okay, so let's see. Let's try to understand this circle. See, from 12 midnight means morning till 1, 2, this is all AM. See, this is all morning. Okay, 5 in the morning, 6 in the morning till 12 noon. Okay, this is all AM. So all this one circle in the clock is AM. Next, like I said, after 12 p.m., it is going to be PM, like 2 p.m., 3 p.m., and so on. Okay, now we will learn that how we are going to change this time. Yes, okay, the two circles of 12 and 12, how we are going to change that time. All right, so one important thing here is, okay, I'll tell you that for 12 midnight or for 12 a.m., we are going to use 00 hours or 24 hours. Sounds interesting, isn't it? 000 hours. Okay. And for the 12 noon, we are going to say 1200 hours. All right. And also, children, at times, I have seen somewhere it's written that we don't say 12 o'clock time. Either it's 12 noon, which means afternoon, or it is 12 midnight. Okay. That means it's a 12 morning. Okay. So usually we should not use 12 o'clock like that. Okay. 12 noon or 12 midnight. These are the terms which are used for 12. Okay. So the first 12-hour duration, this I have told you that it is AM. It starts from midnight to noon. And the second 12-hour, it is from noon to midnight. Okay, 12 p.m. to 12 p.m. And now see what means. AM is ant meridian and PM is post meridian. Okay, this is the full form of that. We usually write AM and PM. Okay, all right. So this we have seen, children, 12 midnight at night, 12 noon in the day. Okay, all right. So how we are going to write 12 hour in the 12-hour format? So here we use four digits. Okay, first two digits represent hours and the next two digits represent minutes. Okay, again I'm saying it has four digits. First two digits hours and next two digits are minutes. Okay, for example, if I have 1 a.m., so I will write 0100 hours. Okay, if I have 1 p.m., then I will write 1300 hours. Yes, so you must be surprised to see that how 1 p.m. we are writing 1300 hours. Yes, so there is a very, very simple method for, yes, for converting any time which is in the PM to its 24-hour format. Okay, so one thing we need to remember is, like I said, 12 noon is 12 p.m. or 1200 hours, right? And 12 midnight is 12 a.m. Okay, midnight, early in the morning, or it is 000 hours or 2400 hours. Okay, and we don't write 12 o'clock. Yes. At many places, I have seen this that it said that we should not write like that. Okay, all right. So before we move on to this, let's try to see how we are going to convert the time from AM or PM to the 24-hour format. Okay, so this is 12-hour and 24-hour, right? So for any time which is in AM, it's simple in 24. You just remove this colon and write the, so 12 AM is like just now we have seen it is 000 hours. Okay, just a second. Okay, so 12 a.m. is, this is 24 hour, this is 12 hour. Okay, or we write it as this 2400. Now if I have a time like 2 a.m., so simple, just remove this colon, so it's 0200 hours. Okay, for example, if I have time as 7 a.m., it will be 0700 hours. Okay, for example, if I have 9:30 a.m., then it will be 0930 hours. Right? Do you remember? First two digits represent hour and the next two represents minutes. So whatever time, so it happens till 11. So till if I say 11:59 a.m., it will be 1159 hours. Okay. And then for the 12 noon, it is 1200. And see, till 1201 or till 1259, same thing will happen. And the moment now it is 1 p.m. Okay, so see, now after this it will be 1300 hours. How? Simple. Just add in the hour, add 12. So 12 plus 1 is 13, and the minutes will always remain the same. Okay, so let's take one more example. If I have 2:45 p.m. So what will be 45 will remain the same. Only in the hours I will add 12. So 12 plus 2 is 13, 14. So 14:45 hours, right? Similarly, if I have 5:30 p.m., so 30 will remain the same. Only in the hours I will add 12. So 12 plus 5 is 17. So 17:30 hours. Okay. And this will happen till this time. So here also 11, I will add 12, which will be 23 dot, sorry, not dot. So it will be 23:59 hours. Okay, so at some places, yes, children, you will find in the 24-hour format also, you will find colon. Yes, in many books, in many places, I have also seen like that. But yes, uh, if you see at various places, it's also said that we should not write colon. Okay, so both ways I will say it is correct to write. You can write colon also, but yes, we have to remember that 12-hour format, it goes from 0 to 24. The name itself says 24 hour, and the 12-hour goes from 0 to 12. And we write AM, PM to differentiate. All right. Okay. So now let's move on and quickly convert these. Okay, from 12-hour time to 24-hour time. So first is 10:50 a.m. Let's do it. What will it be? AM. So yes, remember AM, we are not going to change. Simple, remove the colon and write hours. Great. Now 2:10 p.m. Yes, it's PM. So we are going to change it. What? Only the hours. Minute remain the same. In 2, we will add 12. So bigger number 12 in the mind, 13 and 14. So 14:10 hours. Okay, 12 noon is 1200. 11:50 p.m. Yes, so 11:50 will remain the same and you will add 12. So it is 23. 12 midnight is 000 or 2400 hours. Yes, let's check it. All right. Yes. Understood? Easy. So basically, children, for AM, it is very, very easy. Just write the same numbers. For PM, only the hour is going to change. Yes. And only for 12 midnight and 12 noon, we should be a little cautious about it. All right. So let's do the reverse of it. So how I am going to convert now 12-hour time to 12, sorry, 24-hour time to 12-hour. This is also easy. In previous thing, we were adding 12. Okay, so now we will subtract 12 to come back to the same number. Yes. Okay, so let's see. It is 0630, right? So that will be AM only. So we will write 6:30 AM. Okay. Greater than 12, we will write PM. And any number for less than 12 is AM. Isn't it? Yes, that's what we are doing, right? We can write the terms, okay? Less than 12, so that you won't get confused with the sign, and greater, okay? Or you can write 0 to 12 is AM, and then after that 1 to 11. All right, okay? So greater than 12 is p.m. Okay, let's do the next one. 17:20 hours. Yes, 17, it is a bigger than 12. So what we are going to do? Yes, the first two digits represent hours. So I'm going to subtract 12 from 17. Yes, it will become 5. So it is 5:20 p.m. is very important to write. Yes, if you will not write p.m., yes, so then your answer is incorrect. Okay, so now let's see. 2000 hours, what it will be? Surprised? Okay, no. See, we will divide like this. This is minute, this is hour. So for only hours, we are going to subtract it from 12. And here we got 8. So simple. Now it becomes 8 a.m. or p.m.? p.m. Yes, absolutely right. Okay, now 000 hours, what it will be? Now this everybody is able to remember. It is 12 midnight. Yes. And what is 1200 hours? It is 12 noon. Yes. I'm asking again and again this so that you are very clear with this. Okay, for the 12 noon and 12 midnight. All right. Okay, that's good. And now the time for the poll questions. Okay, so everybody is ready? Yes, children? All set. So the questions will be on the similar lines. Yes. So you remember what all we have done? We have done how to read the time from the word format to the digital format, or we have also read the time from the clock. Yes. Okay. And then we have seen how we can convert the time from 12-hour format to 24 and from 24 to 12-hour format. Okay. Easy. Yes, either plus 12, add 12 or subtract 12. Simple. AM and PM. All right, I think everybody is quite confident. That's like my children. Great. Okay, so let's move ahead. Okay, all right. So now, ready for the poll question? Okay, so eyes on the screen, keep your notebook, pencil ready for you. If you want to do some calculation or just write down that time. Okay, all right. You can keep a some clock also with you, any kind of clock, so that you, if for just an idea, if you want to have. All right. Okay. So here comes the first question. I go to play in the evening at dash hours. Option A, 0500, or option B, 1700. Yes. Little bit tricky. Yes. I go to play in the evening at dash hours. Yes. So here there is a word evening which is telling you which time we are talking about. Yes. Okay. That's great. Good one. A lot of answers coming in. That's nice, children. All right. Great. Let's see the answer, I think. Yes. Time to see. Okay. So it's evening. That means it will be PM time. Yes, PM. And the first option says 05. So less than 12 means it's AM. So the option is answer. Yes, the answer is option B. 1700 hours. Yes, because 1700 hours represent 5 p.m. Right? And we're talking about evening time, not the morning time. Okay. All right. So let's go to the next one. Next question. All set? All right. So here comes the next question. He wakes up at 6 in the morning and his school starts at 8 in the morning. What will be his school start time in 12-hour format? Option A, 0800 hours, or option B, 08:00 a.m. Yes, so read the question very carefully. It says which format we are asking. Yes. Okay. Yes, it says the format. So you have to choose that format. And we are asking in this question about the school start time. There are two times given to us in this question. So be very clear with what time is being asked and in which format we are asking. Okay? Yes, so we should read the question very carefully, yes, and slowly, and you can read it again also on your own. That way you understand it much better. All right, so let's see the answer. Answer for this is option B. Yes, it is, yes, 8 colon 00 AM, because in 12-hour format only we use AM or PM. Yes, we don't use hours in the 12-hour format. So yes, both the options represent 8 o'clock time in the morning only, but the way of writing it, okay, the format, or you can see the suffix after it, hours or AM or PM, that is the difference that is going to make. All right. Now the next one. All set? Okay, here comes the next one. The last train arrived at 23 colon 45 hours. What will be the train's arrival time in 12-hour format? Okay. Option A, 11 colon 45 p.m. or option B, 11 colon 45 a.m. Yes, again, see. All right, so you remember now what you need to do in this question. It is asking in 12-hour format. Okay? Yes. So a little bit tricky one. You have to be very careful. Yes. So if you keep it in mind, that situation, what is being asked in the question, it will become very, very easy. Okay, that's nice. Okay, so let's see the answer. Answer for this is option hmm, A. Yes, because see, it is 23.45 hours. Yes, a number is greater than 12. So it has to be a PM time. Yes, and there is only, yes, in the option A only, there is a PM time. Yes, so option A is correct. Okay, good job. I think with this, some of you might have got a hat trick. That's great. Keep on going. So, few more questions coming up. So, you can still score good. And see, children, focus on the method or the concept which I am telling you. Okay? All right? All right. Say, here comes the next question. 0, 0, 4 times 0. Hours is same as 12 dash. Option A, noon. Option B, midnight. Yes. So 00 hours, yes, 4 times 0 hours, it represents what? It represents 12 noon or 12 midnight. This we have done in the session. Yes, I have shown you this time quite a long, yes, quite a lot of time, isn't it? Yes, because I really want all of you to be very clear with these two timings. All right, great. So let's see the answer for this one. What do you say? Yes. So the answer for this is option B, midnight. Yes, this is midnight. Midnight means it's 12 a.m. Because it is the beginning of the 24-hour format. That's why it is with the zeros. It starts with the zeros. So it's the starting point, and when it ends, it is 24,000. Okay, this way. Okay. So next, ready for the next one? It's an easy now. All right, here comes the next one. 0130 hours is same as dash. Option A, 1:30 a.m. Option B, 1:30 p.m. Now this is going to be quite easy for all of you. I know. Yes. So everybody is will be very, very fast in answering and super duper quick, right? And confident also. I can tell that. Yes, great. All right. Time to see the answer for this one. So the answer for this is option A. Yes, it is 1:30 a.m. Right? So any number, if we see less than 12, it is going to be AM time. All right, so here comes the last question of the day. Yes, eyes on the screen, all set? All right, so 12 o'clock at daytime is same as dash. Option A, 2400 hours, or option B, 12 noon. Yes, so I think this is everybody is going to do it carefully, right? Yes, so there is a word also I've written daytime. So read it carefully, right? And then try to answer. Great. Okay, good job, everybody. Let's see the answer for this. Answer for this is option B. Yes, 12 noon. All right. Great children. Super duper job by everybody. Yes, I must say congratulations. Yes. So you have now understood the concept and you can now change any time which is given to you from 12-hour to 24-hour format or vice versa. And also you can read anytime. Okay. So we have done today the reading of the time in 1 minute interval also. See, 1 minute interval is like if I say it's 10:36. Okay. So after 35, it has moved only one notch. Okay. 1 minute only, right? So these are the two main concepts that we have done, and my children have, yes, got it beautifully. That's great. All right. So now the time for our yellow class tip of the day. And today's tip is it's something about our health, right? And it is we should drink a lot of water. Yes. So at least drink for maybe for the children, I can say that it's basically for all for the adults, it's like 8 glasses of water in a day we should drink. Yes, because see our whole body is made up of water. Yes, maximum of it. Like we can say 3/4 or 70% of our body. And actually, water helps in regulating our body temperature. Yes, it provides us energy also. So we should keep on drinking water. And it should not be any kind of a sweet drink. Okay, because sugar is not good for our health. If you see the food pyramid, the sugar content should be not that much. So only the plain water, not cold at the room temperature, we should have it. So as to have a maximum benefit of it. All right. So everybody will keep in mind, yes, and will follow it. All right, children. So we will meet in the next session. So keep on practicing on this. Yes. So every time you see your clock at home, keep on saying the time in this way. Okay, whatever different ways you have learned, you can read the time in 24-hour format. Yes, and you can. Yes, then ask your family members also. Yes, okay, children. So take care. We'll meet again in the next session. Bye bye.